Good. How about you?
Good, Rana. Nice to meet you all here. Thank you. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you, Mahesh. It's pretty good. Go ahead.
Fair. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So what is the stage of training? I mean, joining in between, or it is? Are you going to start fresh, or what is the status?
So, basically, you will be getting trained on the Scrum for the 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's will be going the training 6 days a week. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
every day 1 hour will be the training on the Scrum.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're already aware of, this is a framework Scrum, part of the Agile. The Scrum, we do have many other frameworks like DevOps, okay, ADM, DDM, and other things. So
Mm-hmm.
in a Scrum, we can see here like how the growth is there in the market. Okay, so this is the growth of the market, and the 24% of the expected growth rate for with the Scrum Master certification. Okay,
Okay.
and next, throughout the market, the Scrum Master is the second position where it's increasing rapidly in the market. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
yeah, so this is the first is a sales engineer, Scrum Master, and site reliability engineer and the customer success manager. So this is the agenda of the Scrum is like SDLC, Agile principles. What exactly is the Scrum? History of Scrum, roles and artifacts in Scrum, how Scrum works, and the Scrum boards. We'll be learning on this. Out of this, even we'll be learning the Jira. Like in a Jira, we'll be learning like how to prepare a dashboards and how to raise the tickets. Okay. Later here we'll be learning like SDLC process, as I just said earlier, like what exactly is the SDLC process, how many things are there in the SDLC, what is the reason of increase the cost in a project, and
Mm-hmm.
like only 16% of the projects will be completed on time throughout the world. This is a concept. Only 16% will be completed on time. That too will by following the process. Okay, and later we'll be learning about the agile methodology. What exactly is an agile, and what exactly is the methodologies? As the same as agile, what are the different methodologies we do have? Okay, under the agile methodologies, we do have a framework like XP, Crystal, Kanban, Lean. This all are the framework same as a Scrum. As we are using the Scrum, other companies might be using the XP, Kanban, some companies may use Lean and a Crystal. Okay. Now in the Agile, we are going to learn about the each and every phase here. Like we do have the 5 phases written here. We'll be learning about the each and every phase. Same as a Agile, as I said, we do have the other methodologies also. Later, we are going to learn the waterfall methodologies, which is a traditional one, its advantages and disadvantages of using the waterfall model. And later, the DevOps methodologies we are going to learn, which is the continuous integration and the continuous development, CI/CD, and stages of the DevOps. This is the iterative method, and prototype is nothing but a design which we do either on the paper or on the online. We call it as a prototype. This is the one of the prototype. How does the page look and the wireframes? And later here we are going to learn the gap analysis also. What is a gap analysis? Nothing but what the client is expecting and what we have prepared, and the gap between the both, and we are understanding that gap and doing a modification as per the client requirement. Later, we are going to learn the traceability matrix, requirement traceability matrix. We call it as the RTM. In that RTM, we learned about the test cases. These are the use cases in the Scrum we have to learn. Even though as a Scrum Master, it's not our responsibility to know about use case and the user stories, even though it will not help you, but you should know the process. How does the developer creates a, how does the developer uses the use case and the user stories? Okay, how does the use cases will be used by the product owner? Okay, we need to learn all this. Here are the user stories, investing user stories, how the user stories are prepared and its life cycle. And this is a user stories map. This will be written basically by the business analyst or the product owner. As a Scrum Master, even you need to report to the product owner. Any doubts so far?
That's fine. It's good. Basically, yeah, later I may ask you, but since you're asking that, where actually the Scrum Master fits in the structure framework of a software organization. Yeah, these are all the learning points, but like how he find, is he in between the developers versus the client, or the market or management versus development, or internally or externally, or how?
First of all, the use of the Scrum Master we should know. Okay, we are keeping the Scrum Master to improve the quality of the project internally organization.
Oh, okay.
Okay, to improve the quality. Suppose we are going for a building of an construction. Okay, we are doing for one construction. Okay, so blindly we cannot trust the laborers and go ahead, right? We need one supervisor. Am I right? Same
Yes.
as a supervisor, what does the supervisor do? He'll make sure whatever the client is expecting, it reaches the same and improves the quality of it. In the same way, go ahead.
No, no, no. Now I just started. I just shifted from mobile to laptop. Please go ahead, sir. No.
Yeah. So what we are doing is to improve the quality of the project. Okay, we are using the Scrum Master. How does the Scrum Master help in improving the quality? And what does the Scrum Master do? Basically, every employee does his work. Okay, then what happens is there might be a few employees who may not do the work on time. Okay, who may not understand the project, who may feel like they are unable to do. So the Scrum Master fix their issues and put them back in the track. As a Scrum Master, suppose one developer is not understanding the project, his work will be make him understand and clear his doubts and put him on the track to run the code. Okay, suppose one developer is not having the feasibilities, his system is not working well. Look out what exactly is the system issue in the system and inform the technical department to have a look on that. Okay, then one developer may say that he understood it, but when we are developing the code is not running. Then ask the team lead to have a look where exactly he stopped the work. The Scrum Master every day ask the developers a question that what exactly he have developed yesterday, what he's going to develop today, Okay, and how he is going to do that. These are the three things need to be taken care by the Scrum Master every day. Some developers might bluff the Scrum Master stating that we are doing the work, might be throughout the week and saying that I'm developing the particular thing. But as a Scrum Master, we should make sure that particular work, how much time it might take, why these people are taking the throughout the week for this, which can be done in a 1 or 2 days. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the work of the Scrum Master is follow that every developer and the testing team, what exactly they are doing. Okay, that's the responsibility of a Scrum Master, is that make sure they use the time properly and reach the target on time. Hope your query is resolved.
Yeah, Rana. Here, yes, I think, see, normally whatever the assigned work for the developer is supposed to deliver on a scheduled basis.
Yes.
You mean to say that as a framework of the entire organization, there could be some hips and bugs and some lapses with reason or without reason. To take care of that, like as you mentioned, to construct the building, all laborers are there, or some kind of constructors, workers are there, but some supervisor must be there. No?
Yes.
What the supervisor does is making sure that as per the schedule, the project goes on, as per the timelines. And if at all any checks and balances needs to be done, either way, back and forth needs to be reminded and get the work done by the here in this case, who are developers.
Yes.
To some extent, that is fine. It is kind of like, if it is, say in layman, it's a supervisory work and getting the work on time and delivery work on time. That is the role of a Scrum Master.
Yes.
But to get the work done by others who are technically good developers and coding, but whereas a Scrum Master who is supervising them, according to me, must be good enough in knowing the technicality of in-depth. Am I right or not? How does it work out if a Scrum Master doesn't know the technicality in depth?
So
What will happen?
technically, you don't need to be very strong, but you should know that what exactly the developer do, what does it mean by coding, how does he code, where does he code. You need to know, that's it. Example, suppose you think that every Scrum Master should be a technically strong. Assume, okay? Assume that every Scrum Master should be technically strong. In a market, we do have almost 70 plus technologies. Okay. Do we think that the Scrum Master need to learn all those technologies to become a Scrum Master?
I think it is impossible to know and everything. Yeah. Wow, see, in the very beginning stage of this, at least in our culture of India, when the software development happened, this Scrum Master role was there, or it has been developed off late or recently? And what made to fit this role as a big role?
Yes. So what happened as a Scrum Master is, you don't need to be technically strong, but you should know that what does they do, where do they develop. Okay, these are the basic questions you need to know. So you might ask me, like, when there are a very good developers, they do their own work, what is the role of Scrum Master?
Yeah.
Right? So
You
as
are
a
right.
Scrum Master, you are making sure, even if the developer is good or bad, you are making sure that particular product or the item is developed on that particular day. Example, as a Scrum Master, you'll be dividing the work. Suppose I do have a target, okay, of a sprint. Assume there is a project for 1 year, okay. So what we do is, as a Scrum Master, we give a deadline of 10 months to the developers. Am I clear now?
Yeah, understand.
Okay. I'll be keeping those 2 months as a, you can say it as a
Buffer.
buffering time. Buffering time in the sense, suppose by
Yeah, for safe side, we are
month of
keeping
time.
those times. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do I do is, those 10 months, I'll divide into a sprints. What is a sprint is, every 15 days, organization to organization. Suppose we do have a project of 4 years, then what we do is we put the sprint as a 1 month. Okay, every 1 month we'll be developing and showing to the client. If the project is below a 1 year, what we do is we'll make sure the sprint is 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks in a month. In a month we will be reaching the client twice every 15 days. Whatever we have developed, we'll be showing to the client. If the project is 1 or 2 months, then what we do is we make the sprint as a 1 week. Okay, so what is a sprint is, that particular duration, whatever the client has given the work to us, we'll be showing to him, making sure it is reaching him as expected. Am I clear till now?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
It's a defined period of time by which the work scheduled work has to be completed and get updated to the client. Okay.
That's it. So in this every 15 days, what we are making sure is to showing to the client that we have developed so and so thing. So as per your requirement, we have developed this. Are you satisfied with this? Making sure every 15 days, the reason is, suppose if you're not reaching the client every 15 days and you have developed the complete project, at the end of the 10th month, if you are showing him, if he is not satisfied with that particular project, then the complete project is waste. Okay, and the client might not give you the payment whatever you were expecting for the projects. Got it?
Yeah, understand. It's very fundamental observation, and even on our day-to-day life
Yes.
also we apply this kind of formula.
Yes. So, but we do have some other methodologies like waterfall methodology, which is a traditional one. In that project, in that process, we reach the client only once the project is completed. Till that time, we don't reach the client. Okay. So that is the traditional. Earlier, before Agile is coming into the market, the waterfall was doing that method. So most of the client was not satisfied with the waterfall methodology. Okay. Waterfall methodology is only used for the small projects like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months projects. For that particular project, that method is good. Okay. For the big projects, we need to use the Agile. Okay. Now, when it's coming to a sprint, the Scrum Master role is make sure we do that particular work in the 10 days and show to the client on the 11th day. If any changes are there, that already we do have 4 more days to complete it, right? In a sprint, we do have 15 days. When we are showing the work to the client on the 10th day, he'll be coming with the 3 things. Either reject the complete things what we have developed, or give us a modifications or accept. Okay, so depend upon the modifications, what we do is, whatever the duration we do have for the project, we should make sure that duration deadline shouldn't cross and we need to complete it on time. Got it, Mahesh?
So if say in every 15 days, once we meet and we explain the progress, and if client says something like some changes, do we go back and redo or correct it and come back to the next sprint?
Yes. The next sprint, before starting the first sprint, we'll be planning like how many months, how much is the work, and we'll be dividing already the sprints. Okay, before starting the sprint 1, even we have planned for the sprint 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many months left? We already planned for it. Make sure that sprint 1 reach on the deadline. Otherwise, that sprint, whatever the things we are unable to do it on time, it will get effect to the sprint 2 duration also.
I mean, it will be piled up. I mean, it will be accumulated if anything goes wrong or from our side. Anyway, if client says additionally, then that is an additional or changes work that we need to consider and go on with it. So that means that for the next sprint, the regular scheduled sprint work is there, as well as the backlog work would be added. Is that right?
Yes, you're right. Already we have planned sprint 2, make sure we do it on the sprint 1 only. And moreover, we are not accepting the client the changes which was mentioned, whatever he has mentioned in the BRD document in the beginning of the project. We are only going to accept those changes, nothing new than the document. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Suppose the client asked in the document to write down A, B, C, D. Okay, we started preparing the A and we have shown to the client. Now the client says that to write down in the capital, small, and the italic, bold, other things. But as per the client requirement, it was mentioned only to write down the A. So we are writing down only the A. Let us know if there is any changes in the thickness and the size. We will accept it. But if you are giving the new changes, writing the capital, small, italic, bold, it's not acceptable. No new work is acceptable. Whatever the work you have already written in the document related to that, let us know, we'll do it. Okay, nothing, a new add-ons will be accepted. Got it, guys?
Yes, right.
So the client says that prepare a card today. When I prepared a card today and when I show him, he says that put an helicopter design in this. It's not possible. Why? Because you have not said it earlier. Why? Because
so that
upon your earlier document only we have scheduled everything. Okay.
Rana, here, I'm sorry to stop you. Yeah. So here, so to say, before taking the project itself, it's a huge pre-start. I mean, before starting the project, there could be a huge amount of information that needs to be filtered and made out the documents and get it vetted by the client and fix it and freeze for that kind of work. So before starting the sprints, and based on the work, the Scrum Master or other related colleagues sit and divide the work and get the work started. And during this course of time, client frequent meeting will be there, and any I mean, little on around that related work, any deviation, changes, etc., that can be done. No complete extra design or complete extra inputs to be taken care. That is what you mean to say.
Yes, you are right. Suppose if the client says that, no, I want to change the complete model and the design, then whatever you have developed, you need to stop it. Again, you need to prepare a new document as per the client requirement. Okay. Again, you need to go with the new requirement. Okay. Small changes are accepted, which is not affecting the project. Okay. Small changes are accepted, which is not affecting the project. Big changes are not acceptable. If you want to accept the changes, again prepare the document called BRD and the SRS document. Then again start the work during this time, the client need to give the extra payments and even the extra duration for the project. That is called scope creep. Got it?
Oh, okay. Now understand, Rana. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So these are the Scrum artifacts. We should make sure while you are developing a Scrum, you should know the product backlogs. What is a sprint backlog? What is an increment? What is a definition of done? What is a burn down chat? In an agile, as we do have a Scrum, we do have other things also like Scrum of Scrum, XP, Crystal, continuous integration, continuous development. Other things also comes under the agile. Okay, this is how the agile process Scrum works. We'll be learning one by one step in the and what is a sprint. Okay, how the Scrum's history started and how it is working now. So what we need to do it in the daily Scrum. As I said earlier, we need to ask the 3 questions. What story did you work on yesterday? Who worked on it with you? In the work you did yesterday, what did you learn that could help the whole team? What help resources, example books? This all questions you need to ask the developers so that understand what is the status of the project. This is how you need to conduct the daily Scrum. Every day on the same time, same place, you need to conduct a meeting for the 15 minutes. Not more than a 15 minutes. Okay. Just you ask the basic questions. Don't ask them technically. Okay. So this is how the Scrum Master works. There are many things need to be learned in this. Okay. Any queries, any doubts? Let me know regarding this demo.
So Scrum Master means he's the only one person for every organization, or I mean every project of one Scrum Master, or he's having also his own team, like developer team, developing team and testing team, like in the same pattern Scrum team size would be there, or how it works in a small to medium to high level organization.
Every Scrum Master can handle the n number of projects. It's not mentioned anywhere like for one project, one Scrum Master. One Scrum Master can handle the 3 to 4 projects at the same time. Okay, and when it's coming to a team size, it's never mentioned that the team size should be 5, 10, 15, 20. Even you can conduct the 100 people. For the 100 people also, you can conduct the Scrum, but it is called as a Scrum of Scrum meeting. Okay. In that Scrum of Scrum meeting, what will happen is in every day there is only 15 minutes allocated to the Scrum meeting, right? So the 100 people you cannot cover in the 15 minutes. So what will happen is those 100 people information is divided into the 10 parts. Each 10 people, one team leader will be there. They will be gathering the information from the remaining 9 people. Okay, these 9 people will be intimating the information to the Scrum Master. Got it? So this is called as a Scrum of Scrum. Even there is not mentioned anywhere that the Scrum team should be only limited. Okay. Any doubts? Any query here?
No, that's fine. So somewhere I saw that Scrum team, you mentioned that team means say Scrum Master. I mean, some kind of lead is there. Along with that, his associates, 4 or 5 members there. So in every organization, like any other teams, this Scrum team also works hand in hand and move on with different projects and something like that. Is that the case, or only one person can be able to handle for small organization having developer team like 10 or 15 members?
See, for one project,
My question.
maximally, what happens is for a small projects, 2 developers, 1 testing team, 1 business analyst, and 1 database team. Okay, 1 project manager. This will be the people will be available for the small project. For big projects, 4 developers. For every 4 developers, 1 testing person. Okay, 1 database person, and 1 technical lead. Okay, this is the basic team. For
Okay.
small projects, 5 people. For big projects, minimum project size, team size is 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are going to learn about the Jira ticketing tool also. We are going to learn in an online about the wireframe. Okay, how to divide the work into the team. What are the Excel sheets may need to be mentioned, how to mention. Okay, this all will be learning here. How much amount of work need to be calculated, how the developers are using the ideal time, what exactly time here they are working in a day. This all need to be calculated. Okay, so the product owner will take care of writing the user stories, user case, and the stories, everything. The role of the Scrum Master is make sure that they are doing it on time. Okay, everything is on time. No person is missing the project. Okay, if someone want to leave the project, make sure you have someone in the pipeline backup. Okay, make sure the project is not get confused to anyone. You should show them every day that what is the goal, what is the plan of, and what is the deadline. You need to make sure remember them every day. What is the deadlines, how we are going to release the project, in what are the models. Okay, this will be the role of the Scrum Master. Okay, so this will be the thing for the demo, Mahesh. Scrum Master is a query where it has a many information. A lot of information need to be learned, which cannot be done in a single demo. So let me know if you have any queries regarding this.
That's fine, but if you could, yeah, bits and pieces, I understand, and yeah, clearly role of the Scrum, and what are all the course content that you mentioned. But if you have the at one slide or two slide having the complete like structure of course content, can you show me? I mean, what are the methodologies and tools and the procedure or kind of exercises that we are going to do, etc., for this training? Do you have that one?
Okay, you want to see the Scrum Master, the complete data, what we are going to learn in the future, right?
Yeah, Rana, please. And I wanted to know the training modules, how effectively the combination of all. Since you are saying that it's a role of monitoring of the supervision kind of stuff, it is not so easy. Is getting the work done, getting done by ourselves is easy. Getting done by others is very tough job, and it's you need to be after them every moment or every minute, because sometimes you may find high experienced developers, and sometimes you may find very inexperienced freshers. You need to work everyone with everyone. So if I'm good enough, having learning all these tools and
Hope you can see my screen, right?
Oh yeah, right.
So this
Good.
will be the like introduction to the Agile and the Scrum will be the first point to be discussed. Okay, later, what is an Agile methodologies? How many things are there in the Agile methodology? Next is the Scrum roles. What does the Scrum do? Okay, what is the life cycle of it is? Who is the product owner? What is the role of it? What is the role of the Scrum Master towards the development testing team manager? Later, Scrum ceremonies we are going to learn, like what are the time box we do have, what are the advantages of the time boxing, release, okay, reviews, retrospectives we are going to learn here. Later, Scrum artifacts, Scrum best practice, Scrum planning, and the Scrum estimation, monitoring of the Scrum projects. Later, Scrum advanced concepts. Okay, these are the 10 things we are going to learn. Okay, so after this, we'll be given an assignment for every 3 days. There will be one assignment where we need to work on. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the course content which will be running for the 35 days. We'll make sure like we complete it in the 30 days, and last 5 days we'll repeat it again from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other queries?
No, I got it because I was looking for this one and I'm okay. So because this will give you a good feel. Yeah, the entire spectrum of the course curriculum,
Yeah.
and that's good.
Even we'll be learning the content which is not there in the part of the course content,
Yeah.
where we'll be learning in an online, like how to work on the Jira ticketing tool, where the basic thing required for the Scrum Master. Okay, in the interview also they might be ask you like how to work on the Scrum Master, this Jira ticketing tool, how to do the to-do list, how it is done, how to make the reports, how to make the dashboards. Let me show you the Jira ticketing tool. Hope you're aware of, right?
I just know that it's a tool that is there, and that is very big role it will play. And I do not know how to operate and how to make the documents, etc. etc. I am going to learn with your help. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you. So this is the Jira ticketing tool. Hope you can say this.
Yeah. Jira Service Management.
Yeah. So in this Jira ticketing tool, we mention the data of what the developer will assigned with, what exactly he is doing right now, how much the work is pending. Okay. All these details we can change here. Okay.
Rana, here one question. So you mean to say that at a remote, I can sit and I can use this tool. I can bring whole the picture of the project end to end, and I will pull all the resources, any developer, where the progress, the journey of their work performance through this tool.
Yes.
And we all meet over here, and we all exchange over here, we all record over here. Is that right?
Yes, you are right, Mahesh.
Okay, I got it. Because I was thinking that, yeah, physically sometimes as and when required, we can meet as a, I mean, that you mentioned, the sprint 15 days meeting would be through virtual and through using this kind of tool, is it?
We need to
Oh,
use this type of tool so that we'll be having the information that how much work we have created, how much we have aligned, how many people are doing on this, how many people are not doing on the time. Every information is available here. So depend
I
upon.
got, I got, I got it. It's a log register. I would say that it's a complete one-stop record for past and the ongoing and next future also. It's a good tool, and we can make out so much of information from this. And do we do
Yes.
any visualization, charts, etc. will be reported, generated over here?
Yes,
Or
we have a dashboards here. Depend upon the dashboards, we can see like what we are doing in the project. And this is the report which will help us in understanding that how much work is left in the project. Example, we do have a burn down chart and the burn up chart. Suppose there are 15 days in a sprint. In a 15 days, how much work need to be done and how much we have done so far. This report will help us in understanding.
okay. So basically, what I understand is the time versus money. I mean, time versus cost is a big play, and that's the reason why Scrum Master is the one who always be back of these developers, get on delivery on time this project, and make sure that project cost should not go up.
And not about the product cost. The main the project regarding what we need to do is three things: QTC, quality, time, and the cost. First comes is quality, later comes is time, third is this cost.
Okay, so regarding the quality, yeah, as you mentioned that one cannot be very perfect in every tools. I mean, every expertise, and that's the reason why we are all sharing each work by each expertise and integrating and moving forward. That's Very fact.
That's it.
But to a person who is sitting at Scrum Master and judging that is the work quality, must be aware of, at least as you mentioned, that little course of entry level understanding of the core technicality. So since I am a guy who doesn't know anything, of course I am okay to learn and move forward. But in this course curriculum, are you going to touch upon, apart from the extra structure of framework that you mentioned to make sure the project online, there are certain core technical while dealing with the developers, are you going to deal certain to extent that at least introductory part of any coding related stuff? Is that really required or not required, or are you going to introduce something to make me feel happy to move on?
Hope you can see the coding right on the right
Yes,
side.
right. Yeah.
Okay, this is the coding part where
Yes.
every developer will be using it.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So you don't need to understand the code. You need to understand is this is the task given to the developer, whether he has developed it or not. If he has
Okay.
developed it, what is the main thing I want to know is it working or not? My work
Yes.
is to check whether it is working or not. I don't want any reasons that the code is big, small, or it has a technical bugs or the issue. I don't want to understand all those. I want to understand is whatever the deadline I gave to the developer, whether he has done or not. That's it.
Okay, to check that quality part, can you demonstrate something like that? You imagine that you are the Scrum Master and the code was developed by some developer.
Now I gave some tasks to the developer stating that to create a your work, where when I click the your work, I should get this particular recents, board, and the queues.
Yes.
Okay, I gave him a task of this. Now my work as Scrum Master is to check whether if I'm clicking that particular button, is it opening the data or not? Whatever is the requested data by the client. Okay, my work is to look out when I click the assign, the recent, I should get this type of information, whether I'm able to get it or not. Okay. So this is the basic thing I need to check whether it is working or not. That's it as a Scrum Master.
Okay. As a Scrum Master, keeping at a checklist, we can go on checking out a checklist, whether it is as per the designed software. I mean, during the course of project design, there must be some checklist, and
That's
keeping
it.
those checklists. Once the developer sends to, finish off the work, and I will check it out as yes, your work is there, and under your work there are so many tabs. Those tabs supposed to be there as per the client requirement. Are they available or not? If they are available, yes, the developer has done good job. If it is not there, why? I need to escalate to I need to reach out the, developer are saying that, yes, this is not I found over here. Can you please come back with this? Is that the
you are
work?
right. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, it's the initial stage of all queries. You may feel that some sort of silly questions, but later on during the course of or in the live or exam while going through the project, definitely it will be not a big deal, what I assume right now based on your explanation.
Yes, you need to ask the n number of questions to the developer, and even in the course also you need to ask the questions. Then only I will be able to understand whether you are getting the subject or not, right? So major factor you doing everywhere. See, suppose if you don't understand anything, okay, come up with a question. Okay, sometimes you may feel that it is a silly question, but that silly question has a much result. Okay, there is a lot of things in the Scrum. Okay, it's a big ocean. Now I do have a 4 to 5 years of experience into the Scrum. Total experience is somewhere 9 years into the IT field. Okay.
Rana, you are working, or you are also working, or it's your profession completely and training?
One of the MNC in the Hyderabad.
Okay.
Okay, my total experience is 11 years. Out of that 11 years, 2 years into the different domain, and 5 years
Sorry,
into the
yeah.
business analyst, 4 years into the Scrum Master.
So right now, which technologies that you are in? You are in the developing, or which part of this?
I'm into the banking sector, into the telecommunication, into the finance and the HR departments. All these domains I have worked throughout this 9 years.
Mhm.
And coming to the technology, I'm aware of the Salesforce application, Microsoft Dynamics, okay, ServiceNow, and I'm aware of the HTML, CSS, Java, everything. I mean, internally, I'm aware of how does those technologies work. That is the best thing I should know. That's it. Not more than that. Internally, coding
I
is
know, I know, I know. Whatever that you limited that you learned, you are good at it in executing. That what my understanding from you is that right?
yes.
Uh,
Slowly, you will be learning in each and every project what is the technology, how does it work. Every coding
mm,
technology is same. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Salesforce developer, Python developer, Android developer, everything, the code is same. That same type of code they will be writing down. Okay, but the pattern is different. Okay, code is
mhm.
same, pattern is different. That's it. Otherwise, all the developers do the same thing as writing down the code
Okay.
as per our requirement.
So over a period of time, say getting an entry with the Scrum, uh, I think, are you aware of or not? Because my age is 45. I'm having 20 years of non-IT background experience. So that's the reason why I'm asking from low-level question to high level, which you may feel that I'm completely from your segment. So I'm putting forward my request is that this is the status of mine based on my background. Someone suggested like this, and right now I'm with you. So since you are equipped with so many technologies, based on my qualification and experience, if you have any recommendations further to this, please include it, and I'm happy to take it and move forward.
Yeah, sure, Mahesh. Basically, I am background with a B pharmacy. Okay,
Okay,
I am background from the B pharmacy, which is not into an IT stream at all. Okay,
I understand.
it doesn't matter from which technology, which background you are aware of. Okay, it matters is what is the zeal you do have towards the subject.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I do see now I am a Scrum Master for one particular project. Okay, I do have
Mhm.
a counterpartner as a Scrum Masters. There are 3 to 4 Scrum Masters in my organization. Out of those
Mhm.
4 people, there is only one person who has done a BTech, the computer science. Okay,
Mhm.
remaining people are one is from the B Pharmacy myself, one is from the other MBA HR type. Okay, other person is from the different technology. It doesn't matter for the Scrum Master. Okay,
Okay.
why? Because you're not doing anything related to the coding part, right? You're not doing anything related to the testing part, right? So it's not that a big deal to learn the Scrum Master. Okay.
Okay. One more question. Some people suggested that since I'm venturing into this kind of role, so yeah, this is good. But earlier it was good. Nowadays, the tool and the methodology is perfectly all right. But getting the work by the developers, you need to be always with them and talk to them, and don't need to be, hey, what happened? What happened? Why is it not coming? Why it is not done like it like this? How long you will be after them? See, it's not a layman work. It's not a like illiterate work. Everybody has to supposed to do on their time. If sometimes it happens, there are some excuses that could be accepted. But in these days, the people are misleading or misbehaving or kind of stuff. So am I worry of very much these kind of kind of mockery business from the developing team? Is because majorly it is much associated with the development, because a lot of sprint, a lot of stand up, a lot of product backlog and sprint backlog. So how do you suggest for me, kind of
See,
move on.
the developer's work is to only update you. You are reaching him in the morning for the 15 minutes. Later, every time you are not reaching the every developer. You are reaching the developer team lead. Okay, about the status of them. Okay. When required, you will be reaching the each and every developer. Otherwise, you will be reaching the developer team lead, testing team lead to get the information. Got it? So you're not reaching the every developer, like what is the status of it. You are reaching the team lead that, okay, what your team has done from the last 4 hours.
Okay.
What they are doing. Okay. So you can reach the team leads instead of reaching the each and every developer. If you feel that hard to reach them every time, reach the leads. Okay.
Okay. Understand. Say, for example, for some reason, if it is genuine reason, that is fine. For some reason, it has not reached to the desk as per the schedule, or 1 time, 2 time, 3 time repeatedly. Or there is some kind of solution or management stuff to escalate that kind of mitigation part also would be there now with the people discipline and kind of work ethics action. Who will take care of that? This Scrum Master. Whom can Scrum Master reach out to get it solved?
So to resolve the project time on the deadline, what you will be coming to know is in the beginning 1 or 2 days only you will be coming to know that whether the project is happening on the time or not. Okay. If it is not happening as per the discussion, as per the requirement, what you should make sure is the working hours is increased. Okay. Every day working hours is increased, or try to make sure like that particular sprint need to be done. Even ask the people to work on the Saturdays and Sundays to complete the project on the deadline. Got it?
Okay.
And escalation is already you do have a product owner and the project owner. They will be taking care of it. Your work is to just follow up and get the data, what exactly the status of it. That's it.
All right. So got it, Rana. I'm okay with this. And I mean, consider this today is introductory and
demo.
Or
this, as a class, just it's a basic brush up demo.
Yeah, knowing each other and each other's perspective and background and my interest and my going forward. If you could able to make me more of exercise and making me to sink into this kind of starting with the terminology and going through with the exercises and putting me into the kind of dummy projects or some kind of stuff. So I would be very happy to take up moving on.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be doing the real-time projects also in the banking, telecommunication, HR, and the finance departments. I'll be helping you out in creating some backlogs and making sure like how does the to-do list done work and how to create a burn-up chart and the velocity charts. We'll be learning on that. Okay, and how to do the mappings priority, which object need to be created as the first priority, second priority. Looking out which is a critical, important, the moderate one, high and the medium levels. We need to discuss on this topic also. Okay.
Yeah, and also Rana, and I assume that your this course curriculum as well as the present market scenario for this role, almost all every from lower to higher organizations are using the pattern methodology or the tools or advanced level, not the like age-old. I mean, age-old in the sense for comparison that is fine for learning theory, but as of now, like versions are updated version. Like Jira might started with 0 version. Now Jira has upgraded to so many things. Some kind, likewise, Scrum Master, being a Scrum Master, as of now, 2023 in the US market, if I going to attempt for the next couple of months, attempting to the interviews or some kind of stuff, I need to equip it with the latest updated technologies. If you are having that kind of stuff, I would be very grateful to you. That is just my request.
Definitely, we'll be working as per the modern technologies. Okay, what is there in the market? We'll be learning according to it. Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes, yeah, you may be aware of it, but you may not be able to get the access of it, or kind of your organization limitations might be there. But here, since I'm entering into the market, I need to see that see the developing world or developing world, developed world and developing world having on same pace. So tomorrow, if beyond my scope or your scope, we cannot do anything. Within our scope, if we do best, we can do. So that is what my request regarding the course structure with updated versions for this role. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. Thank you, Rana.
Yeah, thank you, Mahesh. Nice talking to you. Bye-bye.
Pleasure talking to you. Have a good night to you.
Thank you.
Shall we call it a day or shall we put it off? Okay.
Yeah, it's done for the day. And
so what
it goes fine.
What about tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow at the same time, or are you coming back tomorrow, or what is the status?
On Monday again. Okay.
Yeah, you please. I think through that group, or you can just let me know little advance so that I will get attend to you. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Anand. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.